Okay, what's up, guys? My name is TMossBoss, and I wanted to let you guys know about Anchor. Anchor is an app that you can download to record your podcast in the easiest way ever. Like, it doesn't require a whole lot to know. Like, you just pretty much press record and you just start doing your podcast and stuff. I don't know what you plan on doing, but you plan on doing something. That's why you're here. So, yeah, download Anchor, or you could go to their website, anchor.fm, and yeah, you could do it straight from your computer too. So yeah, it's easy. They distribute everything to they distribute your podcast to every streaming services like out there, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere. Okay, and then you can monetize it, so you're making money off of what you love doing. All right, so people, make sure you do it. Make sure you download Anchor, or you go to their website, anchor.fm. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for listening. Peace. Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. Hopefully my fan ain't being all loud. Hopefully my voice is clear. I feel like my voice has been clear for the most part. I don't know. Nobody hasn't said anything. So, anyways, yeah. So, what am I going to talk about today? I think it's just going to be another random talking episode. I feel more comfortable doing episodes like this. I don't know. Like, I feel like I can, like, find more things to talk about if I do it this way than having something that, like, it's weird. Like, I'll have nothing written down. Those are my best episodes. If I have something written down, I feel like those are my worst episodes. I feel like that's how it is with anything that I do. Like with music, with gaming videos, with reaction videos. Like if you follow me on YouTube, then you know I do like a lot of different types of videos. But like I need to like find like multiple. It works for some things, like on my Moss and Hip Hop channel. So I talk about like rap music and stuff on there. And like just pretty much like the news that's like within it and things. I need to start uploading on that channel more. I need to start uploading on all my other channels more. I feel like I just only upload on the two, and I'll upload on the other ones. Yeah, I need to start doing that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to start working on it. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it more easier, make it like more easier to upload stuff on there. But anyways. But yeah, like I just feel like that I'm better when I don't have anything written down. Like that's just weird of me and stuff. But anyways, I know that's how like most people they be telling me like I need to like do that with stuff though, cause I guess I ramble. But for the most part, I'm like, nah, I feel like I don't ramble. Like I overall know what I'm talking about, but I just like I feel like I like talk about things better if it ain't right there in front of my face. Like if I just use my imagination. Those are the best conversations, man. I just feel like that's the best conversation with anything. Like, overall, like, when you're going and talking to people, you don't have stuff written down when you're going to go talk to them. Like, you just say whatever is on your mind. You say whatever you're thinking. Like, that's overall how a conversation... I just pretty much treat everything like a conversation, So, anyways, that's how I started off on YouTube. That's how I'm probably going to end off on YouTube. Who knows? If I get into, like, movies or TV shows, I'm probably going to even do stuff like that. I'm like, everybody else got lines. But I'm like, no, I want to be the only actor without lines. Like, whatever they say, I'm just going to use my imagination. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about, and then just see where it leads me from there, fake accounts on social media. Now, before, because my throat is feeling a little dry. Let me, I didn't do multiple takes. This is the first take I did, so this is take one. Just need some water real quick. But anyways... yeah, fake accounts on social media. I'm getting tired of them. Because it seems like every social media account that I've had, well, I have to say probably not for MySpace, but I was only on MySpace for like 10 minutes, and then I created a Facebook account. But, yeah, every social media account from Facebook to YouTube to Twitter to Instagram, what other social media sites have I been on? Well, pretty much, yeah, like anything where you can like interact with the community, or just interact with people. I feel like overall, like I've dealt with some sort of fake accounts on there, and it's just annoying, man. Like Instagram is the latest one that's been doing it. Twitter and Facebook don't really be doing it as much, but Instagram is the one that's latest. They're like the latest ones that's been on the whole like fake account trend. But excuse me. Anyways, so I'll be chilling on Instagram. or not even just chilling on Instagram. I'm just chilling in general, chilling, minding my own business. Next thing you know, DM message. So I'm like, okay, somebody that like, somebody didn't slid in the DMs. Now it could be two things: future wife or a fake account. Hopefully it's the future wife, but it ends up being the fake account. And I go on there and it's always the same thing from the same person, most likely just talking about, hey, you want to see some sexy photos? I'm like, this is the dumbest thing ever. Like, I don't understand like why people, when they decide to do these like spam accounts, like, I don't know. Maybe there's some people that fall for it, but like, you need to know that the majority of the people that is on social media, they're of age, okay? They know what's right and they know what's wrong. Why would anybody, okay, because if it ain't my future wife, why would anybody else, okay, be DMing me? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and it'd be like at random times of the day and stuff. I'm like, man, these guys, like, I don't know who it is that's behind it, but seriously, like, take yourself off of the internet. Like, don't go back on the internet anymore, because that's just annoying. That's seriously just annoying. Even when I post, like, stories, so for those that don't use Instagram that much, Instagram that got this story or this feature on there where you could like post like these stories and things. It's overall kind of like a Snapchat thing, but they stay on there. You read it for about like 7 seconds, but it stays on there for like 24 hours. And so I think Snapchat was the one that originally came out with it. But anyways, yeah, they got like this thing you could like post stories and stuff. They have it where you can also view who's seen your stories. So, like, there'd be, like, that one friend that's always viewing your stories or always on your account and stuff. You'll know that. But on Instagram, all right, yeah, they'll show your friends, but they're showing all of these fake accounts with the same, like, format of a username, same bio, same photos, all of that crap. All of it. And for those out there that's wondering, like, well, how do I know it's a fake account? Now, there's probably some accounts out there, because I know that that's a thing on YouTube, where they post videos like how to get followers, and they talk about, oh, follow these random people, and then unfollow them real quick. Alright, because that's, I guess, like, that's a way of getting followers. I remember I seen that in the video, and they were saying that, and I'm like, no. Because it's like, because, like, people need to understand, there's those apps out there that let you know who followed you and who unfollowed you. So, like, yeah, like, for those out there wondering things. But, yeah, you got, like, those accounts. They're not really fake accounts. I guess people are behind them. But I feel like, overall, they're just, like, on the platform to just get followers and things. It's like, overall, nobody don't know who they are and stuff. So, it's like, you doing that method, like, no, it's not going to work. You get followers by having something, like, that attracts people to your account and things. If you over here posting flower photos, food photos, and selfies, that's already been posted. Like, you gotta be unique with yours. I feel like that's overall how you get followers and stuff. You just gotta be different from everybody else. Like, overall, like, I guess, like, post what people are posting, but change it up. Do something different overall. But anyways, what was I saying? But, oh yeah, so they got those accounts, the ones that be posting, like, the, the basic stuff. And then you got the ones where it's like, it's some, like, attractive model or something. It's some model, alright? But, like, yeah, an attractive model. Of course, they ain't gonna have some unattractive models and stuff. But anyways, yeah, they got, like, attractive models DMing you, talk about, hey, you want to see sexy photos. But, see, this is how you know that it's fake. Because maybe a little bit later or sometime later, I don't know, at some point in time, you're gonna get another DM, alright? From that, like, I don't know if it's from the same person, but it's going to say the same thing. And then they have it where it's like they add like 30 different people to that message, because I guess like they got like some group message feature on there now. And yeah, they have it where it's like they're adding like 30 different people. So I'm like, okay, well, overall, like, if this was for me, I would want it to be for me, not for just like me and about 29 other people. You know, like, that's just that don't seem right. Like, that just doesn't seem normal at all. Like, I thought this was a and B conversation, not A and a B, and it's like I didn't know it was going on throughout the alphabets, so it's like I just like I don't understand. It's like the alphabet, some numbers, some like symbols, like they using everything, all right? Like, it's just not like they know. It's like I just like if it is real, then just send me the message. But I know it's fake because no. I don't know if you can necessarily do it on like a laptop, but I know like with those photos and stuff, you can search that image on Google, and it's like about 15 other accounts with that same picture and stuff. And there has been times where like those like accounts, they'll use the same photos and things, and then they'll be having like some old off the wall names. Like I remember there was one time where it was one of those fake accounts. I remember I got them on PlayStation. I got a fake account on PlayStation. I got my PlayStation on too. Let me see if I still have it. Because I was like, on PlayStation? Really? Yeah, they got like a bunch of these accounts. Like, well, they hadn't messaged me since May. But what was the one? They were like, it said something stupid. Overall, it might have got deleted, but anyways, yeah, it was like, they'll have it where it'll be like some attractive looking woman, but her name's George. What attractive woman you know out there named George? I need to know, because I need to have a conversation with her and her parents. Who decided that they were going to name their daughter George? Maybe it's a thing, like, maybe it's a thing where I need to, like, go out there and search and stuff. I feel like overall, like, there's going to probably be, like, on Facebook, I search up George, and there's going to be a woman's photo, but it's going to probably be her husband or something. Or, like, you know, or, wait, hold on. No, it's going to be a wife. It's going, all right, what am I trying to say? All right, so if it is, it's going to be a husband using his wife's photo, but he ain't in that photo and things. Why, I don't know, but it's just misleading and stuff. But anyways, yeah, they'll be having some old names like that. Or, like, I don't know, like, what's another, like, manlier name and things? Like Rodney or something. I feel like girls don't, they're probably, I don't think a girl out there could be named Rodney. Maybe. I feel like Rodney. There's probably some girl out there, her name is Rodney. There actually are like girls out there. There's actors out there, or actresses. Actors, actresses, they're the same thing to me. But anyways, there's like women actors out there, and they have female or male names. I'm like, whoa, wait a second. Hold on now. Like there's like, cause it was like a debate between me and my mom. It was, what was the one girl? Like I think like Troy. But I'm like, nah, there's this old movie I used to watch called Crooklyn, and the girl's name was Troy in there. So I feel like if you hear it multiple times, then it would make sense. But if it's like not common, like, or you see more men with that name than women, then yeah, that's a dude's name. I'm sorry, but that's a dude's name. Like that's like, maybe there are some women out there with like men names and stuff, but nah, it's like, it just, that ain't right. Like I don't know. I overall couldn't do that to my daughter. I couldn't name her Tyler. Like there's probably like women out there named Tyler. I feel like, well, actually no, yeah, there's this one girl I used to follow on Instagram. Now, actually, I still am following her, but I think her name is like Tyler. Yeah, her. Yeah, well, I ain't gonna for personal reasons, all right, you know, to protect her identity. But her name is Tyler, and I'm like, that's just not normal and things. Like I don't want my name to be one of those like universal names, like anybody can have it and stuff. It's one thing if it's a cat, it's one thing if it's a dog, one thing if it's a hamster. That's a pet, alright? But a girl, like, I don't know, like, I couldn't date a girl named Tyler. I just could not have people making fun of us. I don't know, because it's like, that's going to probably drop a lot of fights. I'm saying, like, me and her, we definitely gonna have to get, like, some, like, kickboxing or, like, you know, some MMA training or something. We're gonna have to get, like, kickboxing training, military training. We're gonna have to get every training out there to just, like, we're gonna have to honestly be, like, the next, like, John Wick and Halle Berry. By the way, I haven't seen that movie yet, like, John Wick Chapter 3, but I would like to. Honestly would. It's gonna probably come out on cable here soon, but, I've seen the other two John Wicks. I don't even understand, like, that man be getting some hype. Like, I understand, like, you know, it's a really good movie. Like, no, have you seen, because the first John Wick, I don't know, like, I like the second John Wick, but the first John Wick, hands down, was the best out of the whole series. I have not seen the third one, but it did look good. Like, they showed he was, like, on a horse, like, fighting dudes on bikes and things. I'm like, man, this is, like, that's Keanu Reeves, like, that dude. But, like, even his name, like, I don't know, like, that don't even really seem like, I feel like now that that's just a name exclusive for him. Like, you don't really hear, like, any other person named, like, Keanu, like, I think that's his name, Keanu. But, yeah, because I say it so fast, I like Keanu Reeves, like, I don't really be paying attention to what I say with the first name. That's, like, that last part, then that's why I'm, like, listening and things. But, anyways, I feel like, yeah, that name is just only for him. there might be some other people out there with his name. Hopefully not Keanu Reeves, because that's just parents just being super fans or something. Like, that's another thing. I wouldn't want people to have like the same name as me, like the same exact name. Like the parents are like super fans of me and things. Like, I don't even know how I would react. Like if like for I don't know if necessarily his fans were like super fans or something. But Michael B. Jordan. Now I feel like, yeah, Michael Jordan, those are common names. There's probably a few people out there with the name Michael Jordan, but I feel like if anybody has that name now, they definitely got some parents there, some super fans and stuff. But anyways, yeah, Michael B. Jordan, like, I feel like that's just hard for him to like have that name, you know, like that's just like that's like, it's an iconic name. So I'm like, that's why I'm like, I wouldn't like, I don't know how I necessarily feel if I was Michael Jordan, but if I was Michael B. Jordan, I would be pretty upset. I'm like, you guys couldn't have thought of like any names, like maybe like Jordan Michael, like B. Jordan Michael, like B, like something where it's like, you know, it ain't the same, it's different. But anyways, but I don't know necessarily if his parents are super fans of Michael Jordan. Probably not. But anyways, like, yeah, I wouldn't want like somebody to come up to me all like, hey, we named our kids. Like, if they said kids, like all their kids' name is Tyler Jamal Moss, I'm like, you guys are some, like, nah, that's just weird. I'm sorry, but I'm like, I told my fans, like, you guys are weird. Like, I just like some super fans out there, they can be crazy though. Like, what was that one guy, Bam Margera or something? Like, I know there was like I remember it was this happened a while ago, but a butt naked woman broke into his house and was like sitting there just like laying in his bed and things. And then when he like was calling the cops, like she hid in his treehouse. But it was like, that's a super fan, like that's just crazy and things. Or it's like, yeah, it's like when they like fans be like showing up to people's houses and stuff. Like, I don't know. I said it in numerous videos. Every time I be hearing about stuff like that, I'm like, I said in numerous videos, if a fan shows up to my house, I most likely might shoot them with an airsoft gun or a paintball gun. I'm like, choose your weapon, because you definitely gonna get shot with one. Like, I want to be that crazy person to where nobody shows up to my house. Nobody whatsoever. They're all like, no, we stand far away from that man. And there's actors that are like Jack Nicholson, for an example. There's like one of his like most iconic like moments that happened with a paparazzi was like the paparazzi was like all in his face and things. That's what I'm gonna probably get on that too, about paparazzis and stuff. But anyway, paparazzi is all in his face. And he's trying to like, I don't know, he was leaving somewhere, but he was all like, he told that paparazzi, like, you don't get that camera out my face, I'm gonna shove it down your throat. And I'm like, you gotta be like that though. Paparazzis, super fans, people like that, they just don't know boundaries. Like, they seriously do not know boundaries. Like let's just like talk about that for a second, because super fans, they're all like, oh, I gotta see them and things. Like, you hear about that stuff all the time on YouTube. Like, you seriously hear about that stuff all the time on YouTube. If a fan knows where you live, that's why I'm like, people like Jake Paul, because I remember Jake Paul, he had it where fans were showing up to his house. And I'm like, I just couldn't do that, man. Like, I could not, like, I don't mind seeing fans, like, out in public, but for them to come to my house, I'm like, you're breaking a boundary where it's like, this started on the internet, it needs to stay on the internet. Like, I know, like, there are gonna probably be some super fans out there trying to argue with that, but I'm like, no. If they did not invite you, my thing is like, if they didn't invite you over to their house or over to their house, why are you going over there? Like, seriously, an invite is an invite for a reason. They're supposed to invite you over to the house. You're not supposed to just show up just unannounced and things. Even people, and the reason why I say that, because you would even know a person. Like, I know people. And for them to like show up to my house unannounced, I'm like, yo, is there like something, like, you question them, like, yo, what's the problem? Like, what's going on? Like, you know, they're all like, oh, let's just hang out, or I just wanted to see you real quick. I'm like, you could have just texted me that and let me know from the start. Like, you had me thinking something was going on. Like, it's stuff like that where I'm all like, no, it's like, if I don't want like people I know showing up unannounced, like, I definitely don't want somebody I don't know showing up unannounced, because it's like, no. The thing is, the reason why I get on that is about like super fans like showing up to people's houses and stuff. There's this YouTuber that I follow, and a fan did that. He has like a following too, but I just didn't think he had like some crazy fans like that watching him. You know, like, that's like the insane part. Like, there's crazy fans out there. There's some crazy people out there on the internet and stuff. But anyways, so he's at home chilling with his wife. Crazy fan shows up. But he ain't a fan of the YouTuber. He's a fan of the guy's wife. And so he hit, I guess the guy's plan was that he was going to kill the YouTuber, kidnap his wife, but the YouTuber and his wife hid in their closet and called the cops and things and let the cops know, like, hey, you know, this dude's here and that thing. Like, I think he had like a gun and everything. So I think he was shooting off up in the house. That's like scary, man. That's seriously scary. Like, that's the type of stuff where I'm all like, you know, there's people out there, like, maybe people like this. I don't know. I don't think everybody should be armed. But if stuff like that's happening to people, I think there needs to be some people out there that needs to be armed. Like, they need to have like some military, MMA, like some straight up like Bruce Lee training to where your reaction speed, everything is on point. But anyways, yeah, fans showed up to his house, and then I guess like the cops showed up, and then they said the guy ended up like shooting and killing himself. I'm like, that's scary, man. That's seriously scary. Like, that's the type of stuff where I'm all like, man, like, I don't even know, like, I like this. I'll go into hiding. I'll go and hide in Osama bin Laden's mountain before I go out in public again, be going around. I move around just like him. Make videos at the house, and that's about it. But I won't go out, I won't do no live streams out in public. I wouldn't record out in public. I seriously, everywhere I go, I wear a ski mask and make sure nobody, I make sure that like the lips and the eye part is black so it matches with the ski mask and nobody won't even see me. Nobody won't know I'm there or anything. That's how like crazy and paranoid that I am. I'm like, if stuff like that was happening to me, I'd never go out in public. I have like security guards and people go out in public before I go out in public. I'll go out in public when I'm like an old man, when I then disappear from the internet. Like, I had to honestly change my identity. I'll probably become a white man. I'll go and grow my hair out, get it cut to where it's like not too long but not too short, grow a beard out, because like, you know, that's like grow out like a dark beard. Like, I changed my appearance so much. Like, people are like, now I start doing like voiceover videos and stuff. Like, I just record my voice just like what I'm doing right now. I never show my face again, just so I know that my identity is protected. There'll probably be people, they'll probably take pictures of like of the new identity, me about like, hey, is this TMossBoss? Is this what he looks like now? Because I said, what is that, like, I think it's a baseball player, and they show him, that dude's like, he was like black like me. But then, like, right now, I guess he's like, he's white like Jim Carrey or Dr. Phil. Like, that man, like, he used to look like me, but that man became a whole white person. And I'm like, that's crazy. I don't know. Like, without the identity stuff, I just couldn't do that just for the fun. Like, it's like, I guess, like, I don't know, like, maybe he did that too, but I'm like, but his, like, face and everything, like, it's still recognizable. Like, we still recognize you, bro. It's just, you just look like 10 shades lighter, but I don't think I could, like, there be people be wanting to do that, they'll be wanting to change their complexion. I know there's, like, there's, like, some TV show and things, it's, like, one of those, like, Real Housewives or, like, one of those reality shows, and then it's, like, the main thing that they were promoting, that the girl wanted to change her complexion and stuff. It's, like, one of those, like, MTV, VH1, BET reality shows, but I'm like, I couldn't do it. I could not do it. How I was born, that's how I'm gonna leave this earth. I can't go looking white or blacker, and if I leave the world looking blacker, that means I was just been out in the sun too long. But I don't know. I couldn't like change my like identity just for the fun of it. You know, like, there's, like, people, like, I don't know, there's, like, some things I feel like that I just, like, you know, other people, they just do, just, like, you know, just to doing the things to, I guess, like, to accept themselves. But I'm like, it ain't no problem with that, but it just, if somebody that asked me, I'm like, I just couldn't do that to myself. Like, only thing I change about me are my clothes and a haircut. That's about it. That is about it. That's the only thing I'll change about me. But anything else, I'm just like, nah, I can't do it. Cannot do it. I'm sorry, but it's like changing my skin tone, changing my sex, like any of that. Like, I couldn't become a woman. I couldn't become white. I can't do any of that stuff. It just wouldn't, I don't know, for me at least, it just doesn't seem right. Maybe for anybody else, do what you want to do, be free, it's your choice. I'm not forcing you to do the complete opposite. Like, whatever you want to do in life, like, you got my support. But it's just with me, if anybody were to like ask me to do it, I'm like, no, I'm not trying to be a woman. I'm not trying to be a white male. I mean, it's like, you know, overall, I probably get stopped by the cops less and things. I mean, I don't already, but I'm just saying, like, you know, they're just like, I don't want to go through that change. That's just not who I am. Like, I don't want to do that and stuff. So it's just crazy though. Like, it didn't like even a name change. Like, I couldn't do that either. Like, it's like you see that all the time on Facebook. People, they'll like change their names. I feel like overall they had to be hiding from somebody. But I'm like at an age now, like there's like friends that I know that's like around my age and got their names changed on social media. I don't know, like they trying to like hide from people or something, but I'm like, no, I just overall just like if somebody adds me as a friend, like, and I don't want to be friends with them, I just won't add them. Like, that's just like, I don't know, call me a savage and things, but like I think people be doing that just so they just won't have like certain people find them. But me, I'm like, no, if I don't want to be friends with them, like I don't have to add them. They give you that option whether you want to accept a person's friend request or decline it. So I'm like, overall, like, yeah, I'm just like, if I don't, like, I'll decline it. You know, it's like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I'm like, if there's a reason why I don't want to be friends with you, like, accept that reasoning, all right? There's probably something behind it where I'm like, you know what? Hey, there's some things that you're doing in life that I don't really want to be a part of, all right? And that's another thing. People, like, there's like, friends of mine, they be using, like hidden messages for, like, weed and things. You know, like, anybody got, like, that green, that flame emoji, that, like, they'll have, like, a green leaf and a flame emoji. Like, anybody got any of this stuff? And I'm like, just say weed. Like, we know what you're talking about. Weed is legal in Washington. You could just, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I don't smoke weed, but I'm just saying, like, if I did, I don't know. I've been open about it. I'm like, anybody got any weed? Yes or no? If so, like, meet me on this, like, meet me on this road. We could do our exchange and go about our day. But, like, that it's stuff like that where I'm like, why y'all having, like, hidden messages and things? Like, just be direct. Like, I ain't got time to be trying to decode what you saying, like, acting like this is a movie. We gonna spend an hour and a half trying to figure out stuff. Ain't no Nicolas Cage movie. What's that movie, The Da Vinci Code? Like, yeah, they ain't gonna, like, got no time to be doing all that stuff. Like, just say what you can do. Like, honestly, the stuff like that, it can be shortened down to, like, 10 seconds, alright? Yes, like, do you have this? Yes or no? But it's like, nah, like, I ain't doing no emojis or no hidden words and stuff. Overall, like, people probably know that, like, what that stuff mean, too. So it's all like, I know there'd be like, you got like those like really paranoid friends. They're like, the FBI is watching. I'm like, do you really think the FBI is worried about people buying legal weed in Washington? Do you really think the FBI got the time to be worried about stuff like that? Maybe. I don't know. But it's just, I see it as memes. I laugh about it, but I necessarily don't believe it. Like, there was like conspiracy theories and stuff, all that, you know, like all that stuff. There's some things I might believe, but like the FBI be watching you 24/7 or the Illuminati being real or any of that other stuff, I'm like, nah. Like, maybe some other people, but I'm like, nah. I'm all like, that's what I was like, you know, they'd be like, it's just like, I don't know, I never really had like an Illuminati friend, but the FBI friends, like, I got a couple of those where they think the FBI is watching them, and I'm like, you've never been to jail. Like, even in video games, like, maybe you played a video game where you were in jail, but like, no. You've never been to jail. You've never had anything crazy happen towards you. You probably had one cop on a bike downtown Seattle look at you, and that was about. Then they think that that's the FBI watching them. I'm like, man, you guys, people be too paranoid. Like, I understand if you're like paranoid, on the edge, aware of your surroundings, but like being paranoid to the point where it's like you gotta like you are doing some Osama bin Laden stuff and nobody knows who you are. That's I'm like, nah, man, like you gotta stop. Like you seriously gotta stop. Ain't nobody thinking about you right now. Like, that's I'm like, I don't know. They're like, and the people, they'll be using that for like some real life situations too. Like when somebody gets like shot or killed, they were like, oh, the FBI was behind that. It was like somebody put a hit out on that, man. I'm like, oh my. Like, I know they were doing that with Nipsey Hussle. They was like, it was a professional hit and things. They be like, those people with those conspiracy theories, that's what I'm like, man, you guys. Like, it's gang violence. That's what it is. It's gang violence. People saying, like, you know, so, like, just gang violence. That's how that overall went down and things. I know they were even saying that with the other musician, XXX Tentacion. They was like, oh, it's professional hit. It's professional hit. Like, no. It's just like that with that situation. It wasn't gang violence. It's just dudes not wanting to go out and get a job and things, and so they just go around just robbing and killing people and stuff. And it's like, yeah, they overall got caught and things. So I think the one that's everybody's believing in is this one with this Epstein guy. And I don't know. I haven't really been following the case until till I think there's like this first time they talked about him. Like, I guess they found a rope around his neck and he was crying in his jail cell and things. And they put him on suicide watch, but then they took him off, and now all of a sudden he just ended up dead. And yeah, I was like, dang, wow, that's some crazy stuff. Like, that's, I don't know, like, one would think like they have you on suicide watch for a while and things. They won't just like take you off like that. But yeah, I'm like, they think that was a professional hit or somebody like did kill him and things. I'm like, it does kind of sound like that. Like that. Now that one, I'm like, that makes a little bit more sense. Like he might have known some stuff that they didn't want out in the public and things. So yeah, it's yeah, that one I might believe. But any other one where they're all like, oh, the Illuminati killed Tupac, like, that's the type of stuff I'm like, all right, I don't know what weed you smoking, but you need to stop going to the corner of the street and buying it, all right? Because it's doing something to your brain that ain't healthy, all right? And you need to stop. So, but anyways, yeah, that's all I could really like think about today. I don't know. Today was a pretty good day though. I had to say, like, all the way from like this morning all the way to the end of the day, it was a pretty good day. This morning, this dude, he seen my shoes. I don't know whether he seen my shirt, because like the shirt that I was wearing, it says, if nobody told you today, you're a blessing. And I'm like, that's what I was thinking about doing, was like creating t-shirts with a positive message on it and things. You know, people need some positivity and things. But I think he overall, like, he was pointing at my shoes and stuff. But I had to take my headphones off. I was like, this one time I had to take my headphones off. But no. Dude, he was pointing at my shoes. I was wearing these like blue 6 rings, like Jordan 6 rings, which is some nice shoes, by the way. I don't know if I posted them on Instagram, but anyways, yeah, it has like this like paint splatter on them. Got the blue. Overall, they're just really nice looking shoes. But no, the dude, he had to say something about the shoes. He was like, I like what you're doing. He was like, I like what you're doing, man. You have a really good day. And I'm like, it's dope, like, people being positive in the morning, but I'm like, it ain't like I'm mad about it, but I'm just saying, like, people, I'm like, it's people like those where it's all like, how come we ain't friends? Like, how come we haven't, like, sat down and played Call of Duty or something? Like, you one of those friends where it's like, I feel like I should have known you for a while, but, like, it's just messed up. That's probably gonna be, like, the last time I ever see that guy, too. That's just messed up. Like they be like positive people like that, where they be saying some nice things. You never see them again. You see them like that one time, and that's it. Like, dang, that'd probably be my conspiracy theory. What happened to these people? Like, where do they go after they go out in the street, give you one compliment, then they just disappear? It's like they like the compliment crew or something. Like, they just be going out making people's days and then just like disappear somewhere. You know, never see them again. Like, it's like wherever that job is at, if they pay you a lot, then yeah, I definitely would take that job. Just be heading like in some like underground like road or something. And they're all like, all right, so they're like, there's an angry looking man on this on 2nd Avenue in downtown Seattle. Like, go over there, give him a couple of compliments, all right, and then just disappear, all right? There's an escape route through this alley. Like, I feel like that's overall, like, where these people be, like, what they be doing and things, because they give you one compliment, you never see them again. Never see him again, all right? But no, he had some nice shoes, too. Like, I feel like, I don't know, that guy is, like, he had to been, like, you know, specially, like, put there for me and things, because, no, he has some nice Jordans. I have to say, like, his Jordans is, like, nicer than mine. I think I'd rather have his than mine. I mean, mine's are nice. Like, I'll wear those, no problem, but the ones that he had, I was like, yo, I mean, I was like, that's what I said. I'm like, yo, your Jordans are nice, too, bro. Like, you ain't gonna give me all the credit. Like, no, you gonna take some of this credit, too, all right? So, but anyways, yeah, I'm gonna end this podcast. I think that's everything I could talk about for now. But yeah, until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching or listening. I'm starting now to put all of my podcasts on YouTube. I put one up already, and then another one I haven't put up yet, and I'm gonna try to like get some more like processed through to where they're like a video form now, and then yeah, go and upload them onto YouTube and things. But anyways, I will talk to you guys. Ooh, nah, that might take too long. Actually, no, it might not. I think I just came up with an idea to like make it a little bit faster and things. But anyways, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this podcast. I was getting ready to say video. I was getting ready to end this off like a video and things. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching or listening, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.